I can't wait for them to come out with the PS5 version of The Witcher 3. I'm 100% in that shit.
Yeah, I heard that game was amazing. Never played it myself.
They finna do the PS5 version for that shit. I cannot wait. I was gonna play that on the PS5 before, but once I realized they was doing the PS5 version, I was like, it ain't no use. Might as well just wait for that though. They need to hurry this fake ass up though.
Shop's closed till those bristlebacks are dealt with.
Where's Erend? Looks like he's had a few. Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
Taking the edge off?
Oh, if the end of the world's coming, I don't be sober for it. Now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So whatever you need, ask away.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Voidis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all onto the table.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tenakth. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tenakth made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. No matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Right, I'll have to do complicated Aloy things. Maybe just don't disappear completely this time.
No promises.
I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Not done counting it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
Lighten up, Paib. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth up there.
Yes, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, the second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tenakth have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tenakth return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tenakth are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tenakth marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paib over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tenakth tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled.
Boy, flag.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ahem.
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness until the Tenakth sound their horn.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tenakth are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian. Follow the light.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the third clan arrives and the Tenakth horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Varl. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's a Damascus Queen herself! The gate is a shield, so that one road!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tenakth, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
There's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why
Appreciate
send a
it.
child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am Unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But Such an association with the Carja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Carja before.
The Carja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekarro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekarro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekarro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kulrut.
I don't know why, like, I don't know what age it became that we had to figure out what we gonna eat every day, but that shit is trash.
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth's trial by
Shit is
combat.
so garbage,
Yes.
bro.
But it is no ordinary
I
trial.
don't know. It's like one
It
day we
doesn't
had to
pit
wake
men
up and
against
then we
each
just
other,
had
at
to
least
learn
not
how to
directly.
survive, and that shit is
Instead,
trash.
the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Shit, I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat right now.
Bro,
Like
Ain't
you,
eat
I
shit
lived through
yet.
it to claim my prize.
Dang.
I
Told
had
you.
hopes for
Woke
freedom,
up at
but
8 something. Listen to Young
that
Boy and
wasn't
cleaned
on
up.
offer. Only service
They
to the
fucking
chief.
the fucking people from the psychiatric ward came out here and was like asking questions and shit, like
You
trying
wound
to
up
like
serving the
engage in her
Tenakth chief.
personality and
The
shit.
winners
Telling
of the
her how, bro.
Kulrut must serve
Once
the
you,
chief
you
as
know
his
those little
marshals.
bite muffins?
You mentioned
Yeah.
that word before. What does it
Once
mean?
you put a little bite
The
muffin
word
in the
itself
tub,
refers
like
to a kind
drain.
of protective spirit from the ancient past.
What the
Practice.
hell?
Yeah,
Marshals
bro,
are
these
Hekarro's
gifts are on
roving
some nut shit,
lawgivers,
bro.
part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and
Shit,
served
if
as I
you
demanded.
if you want to try
Only
to
Tenakth's just
what you call this shit, I get you one of them bitches.
But
If
they
you want
didn't,
to slide though.
until I started forcing them to the ground.
The acai bullshit.
I
Where's
guess
that
that's one
at?
way to deal with it.
As you may have
That's
noticed,
close to the
my
my
race is the
crib.
native
It's right by
Tenakth.
it's on power line by
Was mastered. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too.
What is it called? I want to see what that shit is.
Utopia.
I
How you
can't blame the
spell
Tenakth for
acai?
making them.
ACAI.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. Three clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats.
It ain't pudding. It's more close. I had to describe it. It's more close to like, it's a fruit, but the consistency of it is kind of like ice cream. Like, I can't really explain it. The consistency isn't. It's more like ice cream, not pudding.
You order it before you pick it up?
The Karja talk about Hekarro as if he's
You can. Yeah, you can order that before you pick it up.
That big got chocolate and bananas and granola. Oh yeah, that shit look fire. That dude.
It is true that he is fearsome.
Yeah, you can pick whatever. You can put whatever you want in that bed.
Would flay me alive.
Juice kitchen.
But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people.
What is it called? Utopia Juice Bar?
I hope you speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tenakth and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hekarro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
Oh no, you don't gotta get that bed now. Like I'm telling you, you can customize your bull like however you want to. I know for certain one thing that's gonna come in there. You can ask them to take it out, but if you don't say nothing, they gonna put it in there. Is the granola? Like they put granola at the bottom of it, and they put it in the middle and I think on the top, or you can ask them for it on the top. But they definitely put it at the bottom and in the middle of that bill.
You asked why I need rite of passage.
And then you get like 3 rows of fruit that you can put on that bill.
6 months ago, the world
normally it's like, if you don't ask to change the fruit, normally it's like bananas, strawberries, and blueberries. But shit, now they added
calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging
kiwi. What I got last time? I got pineapple, kiwi, and strawberry. That shit was bumping.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons, vanquished.
Get some coconut shavings on top.
So I'm inclined to
with some almonds. Whew. That bit be bumping, boy, especially with them almonds.
I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tenakth lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to it.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
I ain't gonna hold
Marshals.
you. I don't want none of that
it wasn't
shit.
Easy,
I ain't even gonna get that
the
shit.
Sky
I
Clan
don't
with
want to
me.
waste your money, but if you want that
And
shit,
the
I'll
commander.
Nah, that's cool.
I could only give it to you. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from
I
all
seen
3
some of these
clans.
shits that look crazy.
If there are
Maybe
fewer
because
from
I'm
the
looking at
Sky
the
Clan, it
website
can't be helped.
and
He's
not,
right.
Like, actually want to go in there myself.
Sound the horn.
I feel like I go in there, I'm gonna call somebody a cracker.
You would call somebody a what?
A cracker.
Oh my god.
Enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No.
I want to try
The other
that
marshals
meat
will
pie
not
that
permit
place
it.
that nigga
You
was
wanted
telling me
safe
about
passage, you
too.
have it.
Oh, that shit was good. That shit was good. That's like it's meal in a pie.
What did you get there?
I think I had got the curry. I think I got the goat.
The Karja have
I think I got like the curry goat and the I think the chicken also.
They got lamb curry.
Yeah, I think that's what I got. I think I got the lamb and the chicken.
I never had lamb. I don't think.
I like lamb. Lamb, it got a taste though that like you gotta like. There's definitely a taste to it, like
rises over a land
a lasting taste, like at the end.
Can it set over a land at peace? Today is such.
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaro's biggest mistake. A rival
I
who he
live
should
in
have
hell,
killed.
bro. Charlie.
You said what?
I said I be living in hell with
Born in blood. The blood of the Karja.
Pure D hell.
Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy.
If we go to that shit,
Hikaro has betrayed us.
Tap.
The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Beef steak. How much is this cost?
The meal in the pie? Shit, I forgot. I ain't been. It's been a while. I forgot how much that shit cost. I know that shit was good as hell though.
Form up.
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers, light them up.
You know what else I want to get? Biology.
Get to cover.
What?
Biology.
Biology?
Yeah, it's like you make your own like personal pizza, but they got like crazy options. Like you get like spinach and like it's like a pizza bar almost, I guess.
Sound like Blaze.
Yeah, on the broad joint.
Archers, keep them back. Left flank to the Karja. Run them down.
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates! Karja! Stand your ground! Fire at will! I don't have a shot! What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Come down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center! Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come!
Time to fight.
Vegan spot, bro. I want them. I want them.
What'd you say?
I said that's a vegan spot. I want them boys to take like 4 Hershey milk chocolate milk that shit down. Put some granola.
You shouldn't have done that.
Put some granola in that bed and freeze the fat and give it to me. All that black cheese and pudding.
Cut them all down.
Damn.
You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both! Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Oh, why?
Granted.
Alright. Yeah. Yep.
You're next, girl.
DJ!
Never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through a shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield. There! Now's my chance! Give it up! My shield's regenerated. Break its guard. You're not stopping me!
I gotta stop trying to get you. I'm not like that.
Oh my god.
He's exposed!
Are you broken?
Much better. I've got to break that shield! Your turn! Come down here and face me!
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja!
Let's see what this man Cash App is.
DJ, what's your cash out? Oh, let me see.
We at the altar in the white dress. We ain't get no younger girl. We might as well do it.
So you know there's this trend going around on TikTok where you grab your nearest book. My husband said he's never...
I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
And just like that, Lola's gone. Wrong. Lola's right here.
So begins our war, honeycomb.
And just like that,
Move out.
wrong.
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
Oh.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
I want to try this burger place. This burger place looks pretty good.
The burger place? Is
It's called Marco's Burgers. You ever heard of that?
that shit sound racist as hell.
Marco's Top Burgers.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems
One
like
of
the
some
Tanakh have a civil
tacos
war in
either.
their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was
Oh, that shit in Pompano, that's why.
Nozar, Wadis, Vashav.
Cause that's why.
Massacre. What will you do now?
Chicken Kitchen.
I have to
What's
head
up?
west.
That's all in
Hopefully
Oakland.
this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh territory?
All that out there, that's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Vashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Vashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Vashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he
Oh, not
wanted
some
to
good
do.
food either.
He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nozar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Do you think the Carja will take action against Regalla? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Carja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then New Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Carja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Carja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Carja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regalla and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call No Man's Land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the Southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
What? White women, the most nasty motherfuckers in the world,
who went
bro.
out when the gates were
What
open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram Delvers. Even saw 2 Carja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would. The woman who led the ambush, Regalla, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. What's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?
Hey, you there, cuz?
Yeah.
Bro. This shit so funny. This nigga Ava sent me this. He said, I don't really fuck with cuz. When cuz said, that one nigga y'all be playing with said, that's him. Bro.
One nigga we be playing with.
Yeah, forgot his name. Snake, Critter Snake. What's that name?
Yeah.
Cuz said, this him. I said, that's the funniest shit. Look at it. Tell me this guy Amos, little man. Little bugger shit rolling his eyes. What's that shit, bro? Nigga. That shit funny as fuck. That shit hilarious. That's Amos.
Oh no. Oh no.
Just like that.
That's not good. I can see it in him. Yeah, it was good, sir. Sorry I haven't been in the streams, been busy and shit. I'm in class right now, so I'm stopping by. If you stream later, I'll hit you up later, fam. Alright, no problem, bro.
Good spot to test the shield wing. Why climb down when I can glide? It worked!
That's not good at all.
Guess I can leap off just about any cliff now.
Look up looking early. Early and often.
Those must be the salvagers I met in Barrenlight. Looks like something's going on.
You really think you can do that?
Karuf, come on! You know me. Have I ever given you anything less than perfection?
I think I want on some Apex. Some Apexy.